Hello children, this is your physics teacher Sharma and I welcome you all back to my class again. In the previous class, we were discussing about the topic light. We have learned that light is a very important thing for us to see. We have learned the property of reflection of light. Okay, we also learned that we will be able to see only after the light strikes the object, bounces back, reach our eye and then causes a sensation of vision. Okay, in due course, we have learned about regular reflection and irregular reflection. We have learned that if the light rays are incident on a surface which is very smooth, then a parallel beam of light rays which is incident on the smooth surface will also go back parallel to each other, and then we say it is regular reflection. We have also learned that if the surface is not smooth, if it is uneven, then a parallel beam of light rays which is incident on the surface would be scattered into different directions, so the image formed will not be clear, and that we call it as irregular reflection. Normally, the image formed because of regular reflection is more clear, whereas the image formed because of irregular reflection is not clear. We have learned about three different types of light rays. We have learned about parallel beam of light rays. Parallel beam of light rays is one where if the object is at infinite distance, okay, we consider the light rays coming from the object are parallel to each other. Now coming to the second one, converging beam of light rays. If the light rays which are coming from different points of an object are meeting at one particular point, converging at one particular point, then we say it is converging beam. Okay, light rays are converging light rays. If light rays are starting at one point and moving away from each other, then we say it is diverging. Okay, so these are the classifications we have seen. Okay, normally we will be able to see an image if the light rays are meeting at a point. Okay, now we have learnt about image being formed. Okay, just now as I said, if the light rays are meeting at one particular point, then we say an image is formed there and we are able to capture that image on the screen. These kind of images which can be captured on the screen are called real images, whereas some images cannot be captured on the screen. We call them virtual images. What is the meaning of this word virtual? Virtual is something which does not exist, which is not there, but it appears to be there. Okay. Now, let us assume you are standing in front of a mirror. When you stand in front of a mirror, you see another person who looks similar to you standing behind the mirror. Is it for true? Is it real that someone is standing behind the mirror? No, it is not. So we say that image as a virtual image. So to define, we say an image which cannot be caught on the screen, we call it as virtual image. Okay, but the actual meaning to understand simply, this is it. Okay, if you are standing in front of a mirror and you see yourself which is not existing, which is not real, then we say it is a virtual image. Now, can the image formed behave like an object? So we know that there should be an object, there should be a mirror, only then we can have an image, whether it is real or virtual. Now, can an image which is already formed behave like an object? This is the point of discussion for today. So today we are going to discuss if the image formed can behave like an object and form another image consequently. It is a common experience for all of us, for all the boys especially, who go to a salon. When they go to a salon, they sit in front of a huge mirror and they will see another mirror behind them. Now, what is happening when there are so many mirrors? Why is it a mirror placed behind? Okay, why is it there is a mirror placed behind? Like, what is the advantage? If you have noticed, these two mirrors are also not parallel to each other, they are slightly inclined. The mirror which is in front of us will be leaning towards us, and the mirror which is behind us is actually leaning forward onto us again. The advantage with this kind of arrangement is, like, we see our face in the mirror, at the same time the hind part of the head will be forming its image on the mirror which is behind us. Now the image which is formed in the mirror which is behind us behaves like an object, and that will form its image in the mirror which is there in front of us again. That means in the same mirror we are able to see the face, and we are also able to see how the hair is behind. Okay, so in this way the light rays are not actually reflecting one time, they undergo multiple reflections depending on the mirror which is used and the position in which the mirror is placed. One of the applications of this is when we use a kaleidoscope. I know you all must be knowing what a kaleidoscope is. A kaleidoscope is that device in which we take a hollow tube, arrange three glass pieces like mirrors, three mirrors, rectangular shaped mirrors, to form a long prism. Okay, one side we close it with a small hole left over, we close it with a cardboard so that the light can enter into it. Okay, and the other side we close it with a semi-transparent paper, and this will be filled, this can be filled either with pieces of glass or color papers, preferably color papers, so that these pieces don't come out of the small narrow hole we made and fall into our eye. Now when we look into this construction through the small hole which we made, okay, and the light is entering through the semi-transparent paper which we arranged to the other end, we see the image being reflecting many number of times, and it forms a very nice scenic pattern. This instrument is called kaleidoscope. Now what are the other instruments where you can use multiple reflection of light? The other one is a periscope. Periscope is one in which the light undergoes reflection twice and it allows us to see what is above our eye level. This is usually used in submarines. Okay, so try to make a list of those instruments where multiple reflection of light and multiple images being formed are observed. Okay, this is all for today's class. We'll meet with the same concept in the next class. Until then, have a nice time. Bye bye.